Good afternoon, soccer fans. Welcome to Day 3 of the Sport Check National Club Championships, the Under-14 Cup from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. This is the first game on the schedule at this facility, King George V Field, today. It's between FC Northwest, the Manitoba representative, and AS Brossard, the Quebec team. My name is Jeremy Reynolds. Joining me is Marek Nakoniewski.
Good afternoon, Jeremy. You getting better with that name?
Better all the time. So we'll go through the players on each roster to begin, as the referees are there at midfield. Starting with FC Northwest. Cameron Brown, Tessa Carlin, Ashley Chalmin, Kyla Clark, Adriana Connon, Juliana Da Silva, Sarah Duquette, Jaden Friesen, Marin Garcia, Emerson Kidd, Sarah Klassen, Brittany Kulik, Carly Leclerc, Mackenzie McCrevy, Isabella Maiko, Caitlin Nemes, Alexandra Paul, Caitlin Reimer, and Juliana Veloso. And for AS Brossard, Justine Bedouin, Sarah Bonin Bourget, Gabrielle Cossette, Sabrina Dolan, Elizabeth Dupont, Samantha Flood, Natasha Galliana, Laurence Gauthier, Caroline Gobet, Adrienne Grenier, Rebecca Landry, Sophie Lefebvre-Gagnon, Justine Leve, Leonie Botelans, Cecilia Scartozzi, and Alexandra Wilson. And I'm sorry if I pronounced any of those names wrong.
And we're underway here. Quebec with the kickoff. Early pressure there from the Manitoba side to dispossess the Quebec defender. But Quebec recover and look to break through now through the central midfielder.
Nice lead ball, and that's out of bounds on the far side for our first throw in 30 seconds into this match. The keepers for each team for Manitoba, it's Sarah Clausen. And for Quebec, it's Caroline Gobet. With both teams, no doubt, feeling each other out in this game. It'll be their first game playing against each other in this tournament.
Long ball forward there from Quebec, as the Manitoba defenders do well to cover there. Great turn from the Manitoba attacker. Number 66, Tessa Carlin, who looks to be lined up as the center forward here for them. Applying pressure there.
Yeah, it's deep in the Quebec side of the pitch. And they will send it out.
And Manitoba will have the throw in here deep inside Quebec's half.
They're on the edge of the penalty area. That's taken by Carlin. She cuts inside. Left-footed cross is in the box.
Might fall here for the Manitoba player. But well intervened by the Quebec defender. Yeah, Tessa Carlin showing some good skill there to switch the ball to her left foot and get a cross attempt in play, but Quebec able to defend.
Now Quebec is hemmed in on the other side. Sent off into touch once more. So the early pressure has been put on by Manitoba here.
And Manitoba doing well in the early couple minutes here to start this match. Good possession here for them. A lot of pressure from the Quebec midfielders, though, as they do turn it over.
There was number 19 attempting to get a touch, Bonin Bourget. And the girls are walking the tightrope on the far side. Can't keep it in.
Manitoba here wearing yellow. Some green shorts, yellow socks. Quebec in a blue, royal blue head to toe.
And I was told by the coach that green is the traditional color of the Manitoba team. The yellow is something specific for this tournament. And it's kind of reminding me of the Alberta Golden Bears, the kind of look they have going on right now.
You're right. Very typical of the Quebec squad to be wearing a blue. I often see that from any team representing Quebec.
Goes well with the fleur-de-lis.
Good clearance there from the Quebec defender. Number 18, Alexandra Wilson.
And throwing to come from Quebec as they advance up to midfield.
Yeah, they'll look to settle the ball here for the first time, as most of the possession has been with Manitoba in this early juncture of the match.
Advantage will be given to Quebec.
Granted the free kick there by the head official.
Both teams looking for their first shot on net. Let's see with this free kick they can launch it into the box. Winds are slight at King George V Field.
Looping ball into the penalty area, defended well by Manitoba though. And great first touch off the thigh there by the Manitoba winger, just out of reach though, as the assistant referee has his flag up for an out of bounds call. The head official not seeing that, and play continues.
Yes, it's sent down the left side and defended well once again by Quebec.
Yeah, Wilson there with another good tackle. Out of bounds for a throw, and Quebec complaining that the linesman has his flag up. The head official signaling that it will be a Quebec throw-in deep inside their own half.
Yes, so the ball will be walked up along the touchline, as that was a very late whistle. The officials will no doubt be looking down at their linesmen more frequently going forward in this match.
Yeah, early miscommunication there between the officials.
Here's the throw. It's a good one, hit the back of the Quebec player.
Looks to get a ball across, but out
corner.
For a corner kick.
First corner of the match awarded to Quebec. And we'll see who's to take. There's two players. Baudouin.
Ball's played short. Again, the assistant referee with his flag up, and the head official not seeing that.
Now they do see.
I believe that the ball was rolling there as the free kick was taken. Not so sure. Yeah, it looks as though the corner kick will be retaken. The assistant referee on the far side of the pitch not happy with the ball placement on the first corner kick. Quebec with a chance to redo there. Short corner will not be on this time as Manitoba is pressuring, taking that option out. The ball swung in.
It bounces there, headed toward goal.
Looping header there. The Manitoba goalkeeper does very well to collect.
Yeah, good work by Clausen. Chasing it down on the near touchline. Almost got to it was the striker, Carlin. And a free kick now for Quebec in their own defensive third. So it looks like Saskatchewan has a high-tempo counterattack that they'll look to get activated early in the early going. A counterattack no doubt to be led by Tessa Carlin, number 66.
Long ball forward here from Quebec, gobbled up by the Manitoba captain.
And handball is the call, so Quebec will have another free kick and advance upfield. So, Merrick, that's two infamous numbers we've seen in the last 2 days. The player yesterday had number 99, and now number 66 for Carlin.
Yeah. Donning the Mario Lemieux yellow as well.
Oh, that's right.
Coincidence, maybe.
Or is it? Or is it fate?
A little bit of contact there on top of the box. The Quebec player clutching her knee. Nothing malicious, though. Of course, she looks to shake that off. We'll see Manitoba goal kick.
There's Clausen. Clausen with some pretty good height for a keeper her age.
Yeah, absolutely. Good clearance by Quebec Gauthier there, the left center back for Quebec. Solid contact. We'll see a Manitoba throw in.
I'd like to remind everybody out there who's watching and wants to get in touch on Twitter to give a shout out to anyone. Get in touch at Jeremy_Reynolds is the way to do it.
We had Flood outnumbered on her left wing there by the Manitoba defenders. They look to link up through.
Just missed it for Carlin.
Carlin, yeah.
Sent forward from the back line. Alexandra Wilson for Quebec looks like she has a nice boot. Quebec controlling in midfield. Then dispossessed.
Yeah, Manitoba looked to counter here with Miko and Carlin streaking.
Badouin back to the keeper and sent forward.
Good touch there, square to her teammate from the Quebec midfielder. Dupont with the ball forward for her three attackers. Well cleared by Manitoba, only briefly. As Leveillé retains possession here with her back, facing back towards her own keeper, plays the ball back to her defenders, who are under pressure here.
Yeah, good pressure by Manitoba. And they will control. Through midfield, take a lucky bounce, it's sent in, and that'll go off behind the goal line. Get another goal kick as we are now the 10th. 10 minutes have gone by in this game. 0-0 the score. Neither team with any really quality scoring chances so far.
No, tentative start to this match for both teams. Lots of exchanges of possession. Good cut inside, though, from the Quebec winger there. And the ball played forward as Saveno gives chase, number 17, forcing the Manitoba defender to clear the ball wide for a Quebec throw-in. We see some of the Newfoundland representatives walking across to find a spot in the bleachers to watch their perhaps future opponents in Quebec and Manitoba.
I believe that's St. John's SC.
Dominant performance yesterday.
Dominant 5-1. Victory for the home team.
6-1 final, I believe, was it?
6-1, was it?
Maybe 5, I stand corrected.
Here's Carlin, showing great pace.
Seeing support from Miko. Well tackled, though, by Wilson, who plays the ball out of touch for a Manitoba throw-in.
Reimer will throw. Launches one, found a teammate, back to Reimer. And the ball takes a lucky bounce again for Manitoba. That time broken up. Bonin Bourget. Through midfield, sent forward. On the run.
Saveno with a good touch forward, but a great recovery from the Manitoba defender De Silva, who intervenes. And we'll see Quebec with the throw in deep inside Manitoba territory. They'll look for someone to try and take this throw in with a good first touch, protect the ball, and look for support before being dispossessed. Portelance, the center forward, showing there. Ball thrown over her head.
Bouncing in the penalty area. And that shot was blocked by Friesen.
Miko hits it forward to Carlin, who gives chase. Quebec forced to clear the ball for a throw-in at about the halfway line.
Right in front of our location. It's the closest I've been to the action so far.
Eager to get our hands on the ball there, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Slightly out of reach.
If only it had bounced up, I could have touched it. Felt like I was involved in the game somehow.
Good turn there from the Quebec midfielder, number 15, Dupont, who plays the ball forward to Saveno, slightly out of reach, though.
But Saveno looking dangerous along the touchline.
Yeah, wiry there on this left wing on our near side. Involved often here for Quebec in the early stages of this game. Flood with the attempted clearance off the head, but it looks like Carlin will give chase, forcing another good clearance from the Quebec center back duo. Flood forward now to Dupont, who plays a good ball
nicely
forward.
to Saveno, my word. But she touched it with a bit too much.
Yeah, and that's threat nullified again by De Silva, who's done very well to cover the pace of the 3 Quebec attackers thus far. She looks to be able to match them step for step. 14th minute of action at King George V Soccer Complex. Headed clear for another repeat Quebec throw-in.
Yeah, Flood is out there taking the throw. Right next to the corner marker. And that'll be off for a corner. So Quebec had a chance from the right side, now the left. And Saveno will take. She's calling for Flood, and she'll use her teammate close. It's a chance.
Dupont tackled by Manitoba's number 6. Brittany Kulik, as Quebec forced to play back to their goalkeeper through Gauthier.
That clearance didn't work.
As Caroline Gobet tries to clear.
And Carlin unable to keep it in. So we see the flag raised by the official. And the advantage will be given to Quebec. The free kick as the wind is starting to pick up in the field.
Yeah, a bit chilly down here today, Jeremy, in comparison to past 2 days of action. Perhaps in part due to the wind. Good turn there from Emerson Kidd, the central midfielder for Manitoba, who looks to find her teammate out wide. A good passage of play here from Manitoba as they're combining a number of passes. Forced to play back, however, and De Silva will loop the ball forward. Only half cleared. As Paul gives chase now with a good turn on a defender. Plays the ball forward to Maiko, who nutmegs her defender and has a chance to cross here.
Crosses there and into the back.
Great finish. Kulik, the right winger, making a great run into the goal area.
Yeah, slipped behind the defender and finished at the far post with her right boot. And just like that, the score is 1-0. 16 minutes into this match.
Manitoba doing an excellent job here against Quebec. Often powerhouses in this National Club Championship. And Manitoba might find themselves fortunate to be, not necessarily fortunate, but happy to be ahead by a goal against this Quebec team. In the 17th minute of play.
Yeah, Quebec, we know that they have a big population and lots of good training facilities, and lots of players have come out of that region. And as well, Montreal Impact must have something to do with the quality of players coming out of Quebec these days.
Absolutely. Great to see in the past few years the surge of professional soccer in this country on the men's side. And, of course, their women's team with their great grassroots program for young girls showing lots of dominance on the international level.
Yeah, so even though Manitoba scored, what I'm thinking and by bringing up Quebec is Manitoba may wake that sleeping giant if they keep this up.
You're right, but Manitoba not ready to ease off the gas pedal there as Carlin plays the ball to the corner for the goal scorer, Kulik. Unable to get on the end of that, however, and we'll see Quebec pinned in here perhaps against the wind with a throw-in. But not enough pressure from Manitoba, giving Quebec an easy outlet.
Yeah, the quick throw was taken. It'll be sent into midfield.
Good chest control there from Bonin Bourguet, who plays the ball forward.
The Portlands lost it. Nice touch, but no one was there on the far side. Portlands again getting her foot on the ball.
Big collision there as the ball is deflected from Reimer's clearance out of bounds for her own throw-in. Manitoba with a throw-in on the far side of the pitch. The goal scorer here, looking at us, speaking to her fans perhaps, requesting some water on the sideline. Parched here in the early stages.
The sun is shining. Despite the cold wind, the sun is out there, so that will no doubt lead to higher body temperatures for these athletes.
Yeah, our viewers from across the country might be surprised that while it may be chilly here in Newfoundland, the UV can get quite strong and you'll find yourself sunburnt on a cold fall day without knowing. Good ball forward from DuPont, but no one on the end of that. As we see the ball called back for a foul, she was bumped there after releasing the pass.
I'd like to take this time to remind all the viewers out there to check out Inside the AUS. It's back on TV1 featuring interviews with the athletes, coaches, and administrators of Atlantic University Sport. Watch Inside the AUS on TV1 and online at belllion.ca/TV1.
We see some action there on the Quebec bench as some players look to be preparing to warm up or perhaps enter the field of play. Great challenge by the goal scorer Kulik, who upends her counterpart on this near side.
There was Wilson heading forward. Tipped ahead nicely. Here's a chance, a glorious opportunity for Quebec. The shot off the keeper. The rebound try just couldn't find the mark.
Great save there initially from the goalkeeper. Rebound presented, though, to the Quebec player who is unable to capitalize.
Looked like Saveno had a swing on that one. Here's another chance. Saveno in there again, and this time they'll nearly score.
Big collision there. I'm surprised to see the referee not give a call as the goalkeeper for Manitoba there was certainly offended by the Quebec player. Ball falls to not quite sure who puts it wide on the empty target there. I'm sure she'd be happy to have that one back.
I think it may have been Portelans.
The center forward for Quebec, number 5. A couple of tense moments for Manitoba in front of their goal, but their goalkeeper standing very tough. 2 collisions back to back. And AS Brassard unable to capitalize there. Lots of support here for both sides. Bundled up in winter wear.
And Quebec is having success putting the pressure on Manitoba at this point. The momentum has shifted definitely in favor of the Quebec side. And Clausen, hopefully for Manitoba, she's not too shaken up because you know with these tournaments you don't carry a huge bench, especially in the keeper position. I know that there is an injury already to a Manitoba player. Alyssa Beaton won't be playing at all in this tournament. She's on crutches.
Oh, no.
Yeah, never a good sign for a player to go down at all, but especially early in a tournament. That's traveling all the way to St. John's from Manitoba.
Goal scorer Kulik now with a chance to turn. Plays the ball forward for Carlin as the Quebec defense once again. DuPont, actually, the central midfielder, tucking back to clear that ball out of bounds. We'll see Choman with the throw-in. Deep to Maiko, who takes a great first touch and sets it back to her midfielder. Plays a square to Veloso. The ball forward, though, picked off by the Quebec defense. Portelans gives chase here and uses her body well to protect the ball. The ball wide, looks to stay in bounds for Grenier, who's dispossessed, however, on that wing.
Quebec has put some nice touch on the ball, especially those forward balls, as opposed to in some previous games we've seen too much weight. But it seems like their wingers and strikers are always able to rein those passes in.
Yeah, good distribution from their midfielders, and we will likely see some success from them if this level of play continues from the AS Brassard side. Being urged on by their supporters.
Mm-hmm. We hear the cheers right next to us. You can probably hear them through the field mic as well. Anyone watching from Quebec who'd like to have a shout out read on the air, please get in touch at Jeremy_Reynolds. There's a way to do it on the bottom part of your screen.
And for Manitoba also, or otherwise, if you're tuning in, don't be hesitant to give us a shout. Bit of scrappy play here
and
as
the
the
official
Quebec
gets
player.
in the way.
Yeah, screen there, DuPont by the center official. And Manitoba coming on top of the ball through Kidd, whose ball forward bounces off a Quebec defender. Played forward by Carlin now as goal scorer gives chase, but 2 Quebec defenders there.
She squeezed out.
Yeah, the goalkeeper easily able to collect. Kulik here, the goal scorer on the near sideline, barking commands.
I wonder if she's still looking for that drink.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's to her teammates or maybe to some supporters for some water. Carlin leaves a leg in there and fouls the Quebec defender. Frustration seen here from the Quebec Central defender Gauthier, who raises her hands in frustration as she doesn't see enough movement ahead of her on that set piece. Not happy with her attacking players.
Touched on. Saveno giving chase. It's back to Clausen. She sends a high ball to the central part of the pitch.
Great win of the ball there from Kidd for Manitoba. Willing to get banged up a little bit to get her head on that. Winning the throw-in for her team now, deep inside the Quebec half.
Coming up to take the throw is Chaman. There, it bounces here into the penalty area.
Carlin looking to get on the end of it now. And she does. Chance to cross here. Cuts again. Cuts inside again.
Oh, great chance. Left boot.
Falls.
Save made.
Yeah, falls to Kidd there, who, with some great composure, manages to hit a ball towards target. You often see the player hit the ball over the net there under a lot of pressure. Good composure there. Shot, however, a little bit weak. And the Quebec goalkeeper does very well to get down and make a save. Doesn't give up the rebound either.
You could chalk that up to her having to take the shot with her left foot.
Yeah, she could be a right-sided dominant player for sure. Not able to get enough on that one to bury it, but a great save from the brass-out goalkeeper, Gobet.
And this is about the age you want to start to see those players really develop capabilities with their left and their right foot. Just not there at that time for Kidd. Controlled along the near touchline.
Just an update for those of you watching at home. Quebec and Manitoba winning both of their first matches. One of these teams looking to come out on top in the group with a second win and hold on to first place in this division. Group C action here at the Under-14 Sport Check National Club Championships, the Under-14 Cup.
On Bell Line Fiber Op TV 1.
Third member of this Group C, Yukon. Unfortunately, unable to pick up a win yet in this tournament with 2 losses handed to them by FC Northwest of Manitoba and AS Brossard of Quebec. Crucial game here, as the winner of this will look to play in the crossovers.
And Quebec has seen their attack stymied for the last while, and we get a substitution. See if she can start to change things up. That's number 2, Sabrina Donat.
Yeah, it looks like she came in for a central midfielder, looking to win a bit more of the ball there in the center of the pitch. As
here's another chance for Quebec. Good body position.
Great tackle by the Manitoba defender there, as the Quebec attacker Grenier does very well to create separation. Defender recovers though, and the goal scorer Kulik with an excellent tackle there. The Quebec player down, showing a bit of pain.
It looks like her right knee, but she may be able to walk this one off. We will see.
Perhaps too early to say, but I'm going to say a little bit of an embellishment there. Looking for the call, unhappy with the tackle.
This Kulik forces it out, but she touched it last.
Big clearance. Doesn't get any distance, though, as Kidd gives chase, running into her teammate Maiko, but they're creating some havoc there in that in that Quebec penalty area.
It was teed up, and then a soft ball poked ahead. It's loose and a chance, the wide open net. Score!
Alexandria Paul. As the ball bounces across to Veloso, who hits it a little bit, gets in that channel between the two Quebec defenders, and Paul capitalizes. Not on the first try, but the second, as the goalkeeper makes a save. Ball bounces back to Paul, who calmly finishes it, given the second opportunity, and we see Manitoba up 2-0 here. Both of these teams handed big defeats to Yukon. This game, of course, for first place in the group to see who will go on to the crossover game. Very important match.
And Paul there at the right place at the right time, going to the net and getting rewarded for it. Here's a chance up the sideline.
Baudouin, the wingback, very high up the pitch on the overlap. Will look to recover now defensively as her cross wayward and out of bounds for a goal kick.
And you can start to see the frustration on a lot of faces for this Quebec side, as they have had a couple good cracks on net, but were unable to capitalize, and they find themselves in a hole now.
Yeah, it takes a lot of consistency and a high level of play for this AS Brossard club to come out on top in Quebec and qualify for this tournament. I'm sure they're not often in this situation to be down 2 goals. And we might see them to show some frustration now as they will look to claw their way back into the match.
Sent ahead. They're going to get a chance to get a score.
Yeah, Quebec needing definitely to get back into this match and win this game if they hope to play for a medal. Ball through there.
It's up high. And
offside, however, the call.
Offside, unfortunate because that ball did drift into the net.
Yeah, player manages to bop it over the goalkeeper and off the crossbar and in. After the whistle, though, as the assistant referee signaled with his flag for offsides.
There are less than 5 minutes until the
good turn there from
whistle.
Kidd with the ball forward. Yeah, interesting to note here that Manitoba playing a 4-4-2 formation with 2 strikers. Quebec a more typical 4-3-3. So in the center of the midfield, we actually have Manitoba outnumbered 3 versus 2. But those 2 players doing very well for their team so far.
There's a chance now.
Great overlap here for Chaumin, just slightly out of reach. The ball from Kulik, the early goal scorer.
Chaumin couldn't make it to it. It's sent
Does
off
well to recover, though.
By Chaumin for a throw.
Might see Manitoba fall back here now. Perhaps surprised to be ahead of Quebec with this 2-goal lead. And as they become less aggressive to attack, we'll see the pressure from Quebec continue to build.
Manitoba with that 2-goal lead.
Good control there from Carlin, the striker.
And off again for a throw for Cossette. Oh.
Quebec supporters here not happy with the referee's decision. This means a lot to both of these teams this game. If they have any shot at a medal, you're going to have to walk away with a win here.
They're on the far touchline. It'll go out for another Quebec throw. Baudouin. And off again. So to take the throw will be FC Northwest. Reimer. Reimer looks to launch one toward the penalty area. And if that's number 15, Maiko, with the blonde hair, she's shown some excellent touches so far in this game, but unable to keep it from going up behind the goal line this time.
Yeah, Jeremy, both of Manitoba's forwards here, Maiko and Carlin, have shown great composure on the ball. Both goal-scoring opportunities created by them, their movement and their pace, and finished by their wingers, actually. The midfielders getting in to finish those crossing opportunities. Carlin now.
Carlin. And she is muscled off, but she doesn't give up and earns her team the corner.
Very good battle there between Carlin and Gauthier as Gauthier defends excellently. Carlin fended off the ball, looks to the referee for a call, but clean play there from Gauthier under an immense amount of pressure. Does well to defend. It could have been a clear scoring opportunity there for Carlin. Gauthier doing well to keep this scoreline at 2-0, not allowing another opportunity for Manitoba. Corner kick now as Manitoba lofts one in.
It's a great ball. Off the head, and the goaltender tracked it well. The keeper, sorry.
Yeah, the central defender, Friesen, gets up for that header. You often see the center backs in these teams will be the more dominant players in the air, and their coaching staff like to see them get up the pitch for the corner kicks. And she shows that to be true as she climbed up for that header, hammered it down towards the goalkeeper, but goalkeeper is there to make the save. Quebec now with attempted possession in the Manitoba half. Carlin giving chase against Gauthier again, almost getting the better of her this time.
And you got to think with that pugnacity, she eventually will.
Not giving up. Kulik now with the ball wide, looks to cross it in. Slightly mishit though, and Quebec will look to break through. But Emerson Kidd having an excellent performance for Manitoba in the center of the park today, showing some superior physical ability. Like I said, in the center of the pitch, we actually have 2 Manitoba players outnumbered by 3 Quebec central midfielders. But the 2 Manitobans standing their ground, Veloso and Kidd, with an excellent first half here as we're in the last couple minutes of first half action.
There's Chamin.
Kidd on the ball again with a good first touch to create separation. Pops one from distance.
Good looking shot.
Yeah, on the left there again. She had that opportunity inside the box with her left foot. Good strike from distance by Kidd.
And we are now into injury time, as Cossette had a little sip of water along the sidelines.
Clears the ball well forward, only as far as Choman though, who's battling there.
Saveno loses it.
You can hear the supporters here from Manitoba calling her Cho. Cho doing very well in defense against this powerful left flank of Quebec
and off the head of Kidd.
Saveno and Cossette off the head of Kidd, yeah. Intervening a lot there. Good to see a central midfielder with great defensive prowess as well as that willpower and ability to get forward when she can. Emerson Kidd, like I said, with a great first half here for Manitoba.
Manitoba's done well to win a lot of 50-50 balls in the middle of the pitch. And that'll do it. The whistle sounds, 2-0 to score in favor of FC Northwest over the Quebec representative, A.S. Brossard.
Yeah, happy Manitoba supporters here to see their team 2-0 up at half. Quebec supporters perhaps disgruntled, feeling hard done by, as Quebec not able to create much there in that first half. A couple of half chances on a collision with the goalkeeper, but the Manitoba defense backline standing their ground there.
A couple chances, a few offside whistles that stopped some potent attacks. And there goes the pen.
There goes the pen.
Drops down. Unfortunately, no one is near us right now, so we'll have to go down and climb that. So we're going to take a little break. Be back to you in about 10 minutes with full coverage of the second half. You're watching the Sport Check National Club Championships Under 14 Cup on Bell Line Fiber Op TV 1. Welcome back, soccer fans, to the Sport Check National Club Championships Under 14 Cup in a game where we're about to watch the second half between Manitoba and Quebec. That's FC Northwest and AS Brossard. My name is Jeremy Reynolds. Joining me, my partner, Merrick. And we have a score right now, 2-0 in favor of the Manitoba side, and Quebec will hope to regroup after looking a bit shaken up with those 2 goals from Manitoba.
Yeah, see if either side went with any changes at the half. Quebec will hope to neutralize the effective midfield of Manitoba, who have dominated possession of this match thus far. A number of changes, I believe, for both sides. We'll try and update you with those as we figure them out.
And we are underway. Teams have switched halves. Quick chance up ahead for the Manitoba striker. The winger, that is. And I believe that she's a substitute, number 30.
Yeah, Manitoba not willing to give up pressure here yet, as number 30,
Clark
comes in to replace Kulik, the goal scorer.
Control the midfield. Dolan.
DuPont still on the pitch for Quebec. Shot from top of the box here, powerful, but just wide of the net. Goalkeeper confidently lets that one go by.
But the Quebec team seems to be energized on that attempt on goal. And there's Clausen. She must be at least 5'10", perhaps even taller.
Yeah, she looks to be about 5'10", yeah, maybe taller. Definitely a height advantage there for the goalkeeper. We've seen some pretty small goalkeepers on the girls' side of this Under 14 Cup.
And some of those smaller keepers have been taken advantage of with those shots high.
DuPont now with a good touch forward. But Kidd, Emerson Kidd there, probably Manitoba's most effective player in the first half of this match. Very strong on the tackle, dispossessing the Quebec player, and we'll see Manitoba with a throw-in. Perhaps important to note here that Manitoba did have the wind at their backs in the first half. We'll see if that will play a factor as they've switched sides now.
The wind always an influence at King George V Field. Almost always. Here's a chance, and Clausen grabs that one as a weak shot from the right side, easily controlled.
Powerful drop kick, into the wind by Clausen.
He sent all the way back to Clausen. High bouncer. And there's that height advantage coming in for Clausen.
Yeah, would have troubled a smaller goalkeeper, that awkward bounce, but she takes an easy step back. Good flick on there from Kidd.
Quebec will have to regroup, and they'll send it all the way back to the keeper.
We do have a substitute up front for FC Northwest, the Manitoba representatives, as Carly Leclerc comes in for Maiko, who played the first half, Isabella Maiko. Leclerc looks to join Carlin up top, who had a good first half, always pressuring the Quebec back line.
And that's swept aside. Number 33. See if we can give you a name. Friesen, that's right. Jaden Friesen. Some good defense.
Yeah, Hearn De Silva have been solid for Manitoba at the center back position. Two of them making a confident duo.
Flood with the throw. Back to Flood, and she'll kick that one, but can't keep it in bounds. Manitoba has a chance to throw and move up the field, as they've been hemmed into their own side of the pitch for the majority of the second half so far. High throw into the wind, a good one.
Looks like only the one change for Quebec at half, as Laurence Gauthier comes in to play the right wing.
And Carlin is the guilty party. She fouls. And quickly up is Quebec. Defended well, but the midfield will control. Flood to Leveille. And they choose to sweep it. And it's off for a corner, I believe.
Yeah, so Quebec making some changes up front to try and make something happen. Portelance, the center forward, has shifted to the left wing. Cranier, who started wide right, is now attacking down the middle, as Saveno has left the field at half, making way for Gauthier to join the attack on this right near side. The throw in, putting Manitoba under pressure. Heavy shoulder thrown there by Portelance, winning herself the corner kick.
She's supported by Flood, and she will use her teammate.
Yeah, good overlapping short corner kick there, and Portelance will try and swing this one in. Low driven strike, dangerous ball there, well handled by Manitoba, only to the edge of their penalty area, and Clausen will recover the ball.
And that was Kidd sweeping the ball out of danger.
Yeah, confidently done there by Manitoba. No real threat on goal. Manitoba substitute. Leclerc looks to get involved. And Kidd again intervening.
Not able to that time, but her back line holds firm.
Yeah, Friesen with a good clearance there. Quebec, you'll see now, Manitoba may lose some play here, as Quebec will definitely look to push.
Look at Carlin.
Yeah, but
there was a hand on her. She got around it. Now she's chasing it down.
Very feisty Carlin with a touch
Here
ahead.
she is. And just too much on the touch, and she is frustrated, not able to get a call from the officials.
Yeah, excellent pace shown from Carlin all match.
She's getting into quite a battle with Galeana, number 10 for Quebec. This time it is controlled at midfield by Manitoba.
Forward to Kidd. Unable to control, though. Her midfield partner, Veloso, does well to get the ball forward. Back to Kidd now, who looks to power past the Quebec defense. Wide now. The substitute Conan with the ball, who has replaced Alexandria Paul on this left wing.
Here's Carlin wide open, and she
phenomenal finish.
Scores off the left boot. Carlin with her first goal of the match. If you've been watching, you'd have to think it was only a matter of time before she got herself on the score sheet. 3-0 the score now in favor of FC Northwest.
Jeremy, I will definitely go ahead and say that Carlin, number 66, Tessa Carlin, earned that one. Very feisty performance in the first 40 minutes of this match. Always involved in Manitoba's attacks. Slipped through there, perhaps fortunately, but once given a clear goal-scoring opportunity, tucked it away with a clinical finish right into the side mesh of Quebec's goal. On the ball again, Carlin with a good touch out wide, slightly awry. Her winger unable to get on the end of it. Conan, the substitute. Frustration you might be able to hear here from the AS Brassard supporters, friends and family who made the trip east to St. John's to watch their competitors at the Under-14 Cup. Manitoba here with some solid possession in the Quebec half. Carlin again involved. Dispossessed, however, only briefly.
But Reimer battling for it.
Good turn attempt there by Grenier, but excellently defended by De Silva, who's had a great game at center back there for Manitoba.
This Manitoba side has played relatively error-free ever since about the 5th minute of this game, looking very solid.
Serious business here from the Manitoba center back pairing, De Silva and Friesen, who look to be up to the task in shutting down this Quebec potent offense. They certainly, you can tell the look on their face, they're here to get the job done. 3-0 the lead.
As the captain, Captain Kidd, lines up for the free kick.
Yeah, with her partner, Captain Friesen. Good to see two co-captain leaders in this team. Excellent ball into the penalty area from Kidd, deep at the half. Well defended, though, out for a goal kick.
This Manitoba team, they're a bunch of gamers. At this point, Quebec hasn't threatened in a while, and the clock is not their friend. There's about 25 minutes left of game time, so nothing is out of reach, but now they find themselves in a 3-goal hole.
DuPont looking to make something happen for Quebec. Unable to maintain possession, though. As Friesen with the ball forward to Kidd, who with a nifty turn finds Carlin.
Carlin tried to turn.
First touch under control. Looks to be offended there by the Quebec defense. Right on the edge of the penalty area.
Can't get any closer than that.
Yeah, and we'll see Friesen and Kidd line up on the set piece again. No more than 19 yards out, just on the edge of the penalty area, inside the D, as a matter of fact. Two of them discussing, 3 of them on the ball now for Manitoba, discussing what's going to be made of this free kick opportunity.
Glorious opportunity to go up 4 goals if you're Manitoba.
Friesen and De Silva on the ball here.
The wall has been assembled.
Friesen looks to line up for her right.
Little misdirection.
Interesting little training ground set piece there. They fake the shot and try and slip somebody through. Not excellently executed, though, and Quebec will clear the goal kick.
An ambitious try, nonetheless.
De Silva bumped forward to Veloso. Quebec, however, regained possession. DuPont often on the ball for Quebec in the central midfield.
There's Flood, who's been a good player for Quebec in this game.
A great bit of skill there to get around one player, but the pass forward, not good enough. Manitoba with a ball forward to Carlin. Intervened, however.
Yeah, Wilson got a boot on that.
Great bit of skill there from Clark, another Manitoba substitute, getting around one defender, but the final ball forward, not on. DuPont now looks to charge forward, finds Portelance.
Portelance,
who heaves one forward to her winger, Grenier, but gobbled up by Clausen.
Once again, Clausen has that powerful leg, boots it, drop kicks it all the way to midfield.
And Emerson Kidd just getting on every single aerial ball in the center of this pitch today. A fantastic central midfield performance from her. Dominant in the center of the park. And we'll see a Manitoba goal kick. His pressure is relieved as the ball rolls out of bounds.
I'd like to take this time to remind all you viewers out there to check out Atlantic Hockey Report. Atlantic Hockey Report features interviews with players and coaches from Adam all the way up to the Q. Catch Atlantic Hockey Report on TV1 and on demand at bellalliant.ca/TV1. Hoffing to touch again for a throw. Have a shout out to give. This coming in on Twitter.
Excellent.
Maria at Maria Clark. She says, "Go FC, go!" Watching all the way from Winnipeg. Go, Kyla. Go number 30. Bring home the gold. So thank you, Maria.
Cheering on her friend, perhaps Kyla Clark, who has come on to play the second half at the right midfield position for Manitoba. Great to hear a shout out from all the way out west.
And we do have a shout out to give. We want to give equal shout outs if we can. This one to the Quebec side, coming from Sandra Lazure. She says, "Go Team Brossard." Shout out to my niece, Alexandra Wilson, number 18.
Gauthier charging forward now from Quebec, who looks to link up with Grenier.
Here's a chance.
Back across the face of the goal.
Nearly found that far corner.
Just a little bit too much on that one. Ball hit flatly, doesn't spin for her. And we see it sail wide of the net.
As a substitute looks to check in. Going off is Dupont. And coming on is Bonin Bourget,
who started the match for Quebec. Took a break at the halfway mark and comes back into the game.
And she will be lining up right next to Kidd, so trying to maybe win some of those balls through midfield that Kidd has been so good at today.
Yeah, like we said earlier, dominant performance from Emerson Kidd. Stretching there, perhaps showing some tired legs. Lots of action in a short amount of time at this Under-14 Cup. Playing games often on consecutive days, these young soccer competitors. Out wide to Gauthier, who showed excellent pace in the last Quebec attack and has won her side a throw-in. Baudouin to take. Emerson Kidd again showing that prowess in the air. Big header to put it out of bounds for another throw-in.
Baudouin, and out once again. So Manitoba not taking any chances.
Emerson Kidd, a leader on this Manitoba side. You can see her there taking charge, dictating to her teammates who to defend, how to defend.
There was Kidd again. Nice touch up ahead to Carlin,
who takes a nifty touch inside and finds Veloso, who lumps it forward to the substitute, Conan, who gives chase. Kidd now with the ball through for Leclerc, but calmly defended and turned by Gauthier. However, just out of bounds now. Manitoba will find themselves with a throw-in deep in Quebec territory.
Yeah, pushing up will be Reimer. She's been taking the throw-in duties along the left touchline all game. Reimer will launch one. Tried to find Carlin.
Yeah,
unable
good
to do
movement
so.
there from Carlin, but outnumbered by the Quebec defenders. Doing well to win her squad another throw-in.
Got another shout-out coming in on Twitter. This one from Janice Elizabeth at JCF_204. As Carlin looks to
Great
get
touch
into the
inside.
penalty again. She'll have a chance, but can't get the shot off. Defended well by none other than Wilson.
Fantastic player Tessa Carlin is proving to be in this very important match against Quebec. Brassard.
There's Wilson sweeping it out.
Yeah, A.S. Brassard with about 20 minutes to go here if they want to make something of this and continue in this tournament. For medal games, a loss here will have them play for no higher than 5th place.
And as I was saying, just to finish off that thought from Janice Elizabeth, she says, "Go AG, go!" Adriana Conan, number 31, FC Northwest. Love, Mom and Dad.
Great to hear another shout out from Manitoba, the home province of this FC Northwest squad. Hailing from Winnipeg, I believe, the FC Northwest club.
Playing themselves a excellent game so far.
A.S. Brassard player unhappy with the comments from their support in the stands. Tend to agree there. Let the kids play. Good defensive effort by the shout-out receiver, Adriana Conan, who defends well to win her side of throw-in against Baudouin.
Turn back the other way. Here's Quebec and the player.
Emerson Kidd with a fantastic intervention again. Big tackle there, though, by Gauthier. Hustling hard. Good touch inside to Veloso, who looks to get the ball back. Bobbled the turn, though, and Quebec looked to counter here through Leveillé. The great first touch finds her wingback wide. Flood.
Here's Flood, crosses back with a left foot to Leveillé again. Can she keep it in? Yes, she can.
She does well to keep it in. Back inside to Portelance, whose turn finds Flood. Another great turn. Now the sub, Bonin Bourguet, told to get up by from the referee there as Kidd with a lot of contact.
There's
No
Flood.
foul, however.
Flood laying everything on the line.
These girls want to claw their way back into the match. There's no doubt about that.
Excellent challenge by Portelance. No, Leveillé, sorry. And then Flood unable to get to it in time.
Yeah, big tackle there from Friesen, the central defender for Manitoba. Giving up the corner kick, though. So Quebec with an opportunity here as they make 2 substitutions. Number 18, Wilson, the center back, leaving the game, as well as number 5, Portelance, who started the match, also leaving the game.
And in replacement is Lefebvre-Gagnon and Landry.
Yeah, Rebecca Landry looks to join the attack.
Cross controlled easily outside the penalty area by Manitoba. Sends up to midfield and turned back the other way for Quebec. Here's a chance.
Good
low
attempt
shot
there.
on net, but Clausen, she's going to make saves like that all day long. You're not going to beat her with a shot like that. It's off into touch right next to the Manitoba bench.
They'll have a throw-in now. 55th minute of action. Just over 15 minutes to go, plus injury time. Throw-in for Manitoba as Carlin's involved again, winning her squad the throw-in, inching their way up the pitch, moving the chains, one might say.
Bora football reference. Thrown up ahead the touchline. Flood all the way back, shielding the ball but loses it.
Leclerc looks across to Carlin, and she gets a second opportunity to cross, but cleared now. Leveille, however, unable to reach her teammate's pass, and Manitoba will have another throw-in. Both sides of support silenced here.
Gone very quiet.
Veloso with a good touch, cleared, however, by the Quebec defense. De Silva bobbles that clearance attempt, and Quebec now with a chance to counter. The great pace of Gauthier, matched, however.
Conan.
Yeah, the left winger all the way deep inside her own half to make a great defensive effort. Excellent work right there from the left-sided midfielder.
Ball there into the box. Bonine Bourget tees it up for her teammate. The shot, the left boot, and that is wide.
Good strike from Dolan. The number 2 for AS Brassard. Unable to find the target, though. And we'll see Klassen take another goal kick, who's done well into the wind with her service. Showing some great power on her distribution. Sailing over the head of the Quebec players again there. Very good job.
And you can tell this Manitoba team has every confidence in Klassen. She's a very
shoving there.
Trustworthy keeper.
As Baudouin and Reimer collide. A little bit of and we see
there's Reimer.
Reimer again clearing forward to none other than Carlin with an excellent offensive display.
Oh, hits the official right in the middle of the pitch.
Twice, I believe, we found the official involved in some ball play. Clark.
We poked ahead. Quebec will have it. Manitoba will control.
Turned outside now by Conan. Only as far as her counterpart Baudouin. Powerfully headed forward by De Silva.
And then after her, it was Kidd.
Yeah, Kidd with a good ball forward to Leclerc, who tries to slip her winger through. Intercepted. Oh, misjudged there by De Silva as it bounces over her head. Perhaps an opportunity here for Quebec. De Silva recovers, though. Only briefly.
Chipped in. On the verge of the penalty area.
De Silva clearing again with the help of Reimer. Manitoba defending soundly here under some pressure from AS Brassard.
There's Reimer.
Does well not to put it out for a throw as her teammate is able to play it. Handball, however, tries to control the ball down with the chest and just catches the underside of her arm.
Unfortunate for Conan, who's had a very good game going in the second half, supporting well Reimer.
Yeah, giving up the set piece here on the edge of the sideline. We'll see if Quebec can create an opportunity from this cross. A Manitoba substitution as we see number 15 get her first. No, that's a lie. She started the match, Maiko. She's back into the game. Looks to be in a more defensive position as she started the game out front, perhaps joining the midfield to try and clog up the center of the park.
Sends out the pitch, Flood there, heads it back the other way. Quebec is looking for something, anything.
Great clearance by Friesen and Kidd linking up there to get the ball clear. Maiko, the substitute, involved again. That clearance wide, however.
Out of bounds as they were trying to send it forward for Carlin.
Their feisty striker, another substitute for Manitoba. It's number 16 looks to come on for Veloso, whose legs are weary after an excellent shift in the center of the park. Number 16, Sarah Duquette. Lots of support for Sarah Duquette from the supporters. She looks to make an impact on this game. Kidd forward again for Maiko. Chance to play wide to Conan. Does so well.
Conan tried to send it forward for Carlin, but she zigged when she should have zagged.
Good tackle from the substitute. Great 50-50 challenge. As the ball now under chase by Conan. Baudouin under pressure here.
Baudouin sends it forward.
Well up the line to Gauthier, who looks to win the throw, and I believe should have went in Manitoba's direction. Confidently picked up the ball, though, and sometimes that's enough to trick the referee. Kidd again, great play in the center of the pitch.
Nice touch.
Good ball forward for Carlin, who gives chase.
Carlin doesn't back down from any opportunity to
Good
get
first
herself
touch
on that
from
score sheet.
Kidd on a tricky ball, laid back to Reimer, whose ball forward back to Kidd is a little bit off, out of bounds now. Baudouin with the throw in.
Kidd was calling for it, but teammate unable to find her. And Kidd there again in the mix.
Lumped forward by Bonnet Bourget, perhaps. Apologize for my pronunciation. Out of bounds, however, on that high looping ball, and Reimer to take the throw in. Taking her time. Not interested in hurrying at this stage of the match with a 3-goal lead. Roughly 10 minutes to go here in Under 14 Cup Sport Check National Club Championship action. Manitoba looking to keep their medal hopes alive with a win here against Quebec.
Carlin, she was dispossessed by Bonin Bourget.
Rebecca Landry involved now for Quebec as Leveillé gives chase. Well defended, though.
Sent out, yes, by Friesen.
Friesen getting some support from her teammate, Sarah Duquette. Congratulating her on another good defensive effort as she watches the ball go out of bounds for another Manitoba goal kick.
Friesen passes it to Clausen as we've gone through 61 and a half minutes of this game. And Quebec down 3 goals, running out of time.
Clausen with the goal kick. Very good distribution again into the wind. Bounce back towards Manitoba's end, though. Cleared by Friesen.
Friesen has a good boot as well.
Carlin's energy levels do not look to be dropping as she is quick to pressure the Quebec backline.
There's Micah. She's out-battled by Bonin Bourget.
And Duquette, the substitute, having a great defensive impact on this game in the center of the park. Good skill there from the Quebec Central defender to beat one defender confidently. Baudouin now charging forward from the wingback position, but tackled by her counterpart, Reimer.
And Baudouin is grabbing that right knee, the one that we see is taped up already. And she looks to be in some pain.
Yeah. Conan now leaving the game for Manitoba as number 3 comes on. That would be Alexandria Paul, who started in that position. Goal scorer early for Manitoba. Bit of jostling there.
And the referee picked up on that jostling. Bonin Bourget
has a quick word with the players. Asks the Brossard player to retake the throw in. Again, won by Kidd. Dominant performance from her. Player of the game, in my opinion, no doubt. She may not have scored. Definitely a huge influence on this match. Falls to Leveillé now, who does a great job to get around one defender.
There it is, into the box. A chance to be headed on goal and swept out by Reimer.
Big clearance.
So Quebec getting a couple chances here in the 64th
Could
minute.
be trouble.
That's a high ball, and it'll bounce just over the crossbar.
Well judged by Clausen, as she knew that would sail over her goal.
She's a very heady keeper. She kept backing up, but keeping her eyes on the ball.
Good positional awareness from the young goalkeeper. Knows her angles. Set to take another goal kick. Good distance on this one again, as Paul looks to get involved after her substitution. Forward now for Quebec. Carlin on the ball, though.
Carlin
uses
finds
her body
it.
well this year, demands her player to make a run, unable to.
Bonin Bourget gets in there but loses it.
Paul
Here's a
dribbling
chance.
now.
Sent ahead for
Finds
Carlin. Carlin with space.
Gets the ball out wide. Great pass.
Cutting back in there for Carlin. Had a touch.
Paul defended well. No foul there. Offside's the call, actually.
Offside's the call, but yes, no foul. What a great bit of defending by Baudouin.
Yeah, Paul might feel hard done by there, as the Quebec player stood her ground well. Could have gone either way. Ball's in play now, as Quebec look to get things going. 5 minutes to go if they want to make something of this match. Manitoba, though, not willing to let up.
Clark to the far side.
The ball with Choman. Out of bounds now. Manitoba will have a throw in and another substitution, perhaps eat up some precious time off the clock.
Yes, off is Clark, the aforementioned Clark, and coming in is Kulik again.
Yeah, scorer of the first goal for Manitoba. Back in the game after a break. Maiko now. Good battle there. The ball falls to Quebec, however. And Kidd charging forward.
Tried to split the defenders, and she was rubbed out.
Friesen with a good bump forward off the head. Whoa, big contact there.
Flood is contacted in the air.
The referee giving it in the direction of Manitoba, saying perhaps a Brossard player stuck a leg out late. 50-50 ball there, with the advantage being given to Manitoba.
So it'll be Kidd lining up. One of the co-captains. Joining her is her fellow co-captain, Friesen.
Yeah, in no rush to take this free kick. I'm sure the head official will be logging this time. We'll see how much injury time they will be adding on shortly. Kidd with a good ball forward.
Beautiful one,
net,
yeah.
though.
So goal kick to come, and I have another, not a shout-out, more of a fun fact, and this one comes from Fel at Felicia Azure 13 on Twitter. She says, Alex Wilson's cousin George Lazure is also representing Quebec in the under-18 with 3 wins so far in PEI for the Quebec side in that tournament.
The under-18 Quebec side we find is dominant at the PEI installment of this National Club Championships with 3 wins so far.
But right now, this Quebec team in the U14 tournament is down 3 goals and looking like it's looking more and more so like they will be shut out in this game at this rate.
Yeah, medal hopes all but squandered as we are reaching the end of this match. Manitoba looking to progress now into the crossover game. One more win for them. We'll see them play in the final on Monday, Thanksgiving Monday.
There's some excitement from the fans in attendance, the well-wishers and the family for Manitoba, and they should be excited. 2 minutes away from the 70th, and their team is up by 3-0.
Great confidence shown by the substitute, Sarah Duquette. Excellent ball control, playing it back to Friesen, who lumps it forward to
Kulik there, met it well,
chase.
But took a shot off the chest.
Recovers well, though. And we'll see a Quebec goal kick. The dying moments of this match.
Yes, the keeper, Gobet, will set this one up quickly. We shall say the wind is starting to die down at King George V Field, but the game is in its final moments as well. Met well.
Forward to Carlin off that header. Who lays it back to Kidd.
Teed it up for her.
Dribbling past one player and a safe ball wide.
Wide for Reimer.
Tapped forward to Paul. Great link up here for the Manitoba team. Excellent soccer. Good to see at this age level. A good touch forward by Duquette. Unlucky, though, on the pass as the ball falls back to De Silva. Defends well. Passes it back to her center half pair, Friesen.
This defense for Manitoba has been superb.
Confident spell of possession here for Manitoba as Carlin gives chase on a half chance. Cleared, though, by the Quebec goalkeeper. Big chest down of the ball by De Silva, who powers through from the center back position.
Tried to send it ahead for Carlin.
Almost gets through there.
It did, yes, but Micah battling, using her body, but can't control.
Gives up the foul there, using a little bit too much arm tugging. Quebec with a good performance here, not willing to give up after going down 3-0, just unable to create those goal-threatening opportunities.
As we've hit the 70th minute, we see 3 minutes of injury time.
Manitoba taking their chances when they had them. Sarah Duquette with a nifty bit of skill behind her back leg there as Friesen looks to clear. Kulik gives chase. Leveille now with perhaps one more offensive opportunity for Quebec, but stalled by Kulik.
Yeah, once again, couldn't link up with Flood. Now Flood for the throw in the dying moments of this game.
Touch to Dolan and forward by Flood, who Kidd again winning that aerial ball, this time through the use of her arm, the referee is saying. So we'll see a Quebec set piece here in the dying moments of this match into stoppage time now. We'll see if they can create something from this.
They'll take it very quickly. Sent
Great
on
ball in
toward
the
goal.
box.
But there's Clausen, and she wasn't even pressured off the shot.
Dominant goalkeeping by Clausen, taking command of her penalty area. As you hear the Manitoba fans cheer her on with a big collection off that set piece. De Silva with a confident ball square and forward to Paul. Excellently done there by Reimer. Forward now to Kidd, who has a great first touch to turn. Ball forward to Carlin, miss-hit though. Baudouin now looking to get Quebec ahead.
There's Kidd once again in the mix.
Weary legs from Kidd as this match is just about over. She has put in a solid shift.
She's disrupted many attack for Quebec. There for Baudouin.
Lots of kilometers covered in those boots belonging to Kidd.
As Carlin has no doubt covered many kilometers as well.
Absolutely, finding herself deep inside her own half of forward. Duquette now with the ball, very confident from the substitute as she finds her defenders. Manitoba here, happy to show they can just keep possession and finish off this match. Duquette forward.
It's sent back the other way. The referee will no doubt be blowing the whistle very soon.
Friesen with one more chance to clear.
Ball is just bouncing around in the offensive third for Quebec, headed off for a Quebec throw. And Flood will take it. And it's in. Here at the edge of the penalty area. A low shot, easily handled by Clausen, and that's been a story of the game. No shot has really tested her so far.
Yeah, dominant goalkeeping here from the Manitoba keeper. Big distribution as well. Very good ability to get her team forward.
Referee checks the watch.
Final whistle.
That's going to do it. The final score, 3-0 in favor of Manitoba. You see them charging onto the field, celebrating the clean sheet for Clausen in the victory over the Quebec side, AS Brossard.
Great performance from the Manitoba side, who managed to defeat Quebec 3-0. Brossard with a good performance as well. Unable to create those goal-scoring opportunities, however. This will see Manitoba finish first place in Group C, set to play tomorrow against the second place team in Group B, yet to be decided.
And that does it. Manitoba, great display.
Moving on to the semifinals.
And the clean sheet, as we said, for Clausen. And Clausen, you know, she comes away with the clean sheet, but what you don't see on the score sheet is her ability to clear the ball out with that strong leg of hers on all the goal kicks she had. We've seen in previous games of the tournament, teams that have a keeper who doesn't have the power in that leg can oftentimes get them into trouble. But Clausen, a very strong player. She's actually the tallest player on the pitch right now. And she is going to be a force to be reckoned with further in this tournament, as is this Manitoba squad.
Yeah, they look to progress now through the crossover. One more win will find them in the semifinal. 2 wins, the magic number to play for the gold. 9 a.m. here at King George V.
Bright and early.
Monday morning.
And that about does it. Before we sign off for this game, just want to remind you there are games coming up. 3 p.m. is the next one. We'll head on over to the boys' side. That's between BC and Manitoba. And then after that, Alberta against Newfoundland and Labrador at 5 p.m. 2 shout-outs to finally give. One from Maria. She says, "Go FC, go, come on, girls. You got this, bring home the cup." And they did have it. And this next one from Roy Duquette. He says, "Great job, FC Northwest. Still undefeated for the season. Keep it going at 2001 FC Northwest." And that does it. On behalf of Merrick, my name is Jeremy. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back in about half an hour with the boys' game here at King George V Field. This is the Sport Check National Club Championships on Bell Alliant Fiber Op TV1.